to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. I'd ask that you keep in your thoughts and prayers the brave servicemen and women serving our country, both here and abroad. Thank you. Please be seated. Would the clerk call the roll?
Councilman Mineta.
Here.
Councilman Martinez.
Here.
Councilman McSweeney.
Here.
Councilman Gregory.
Here.
Supervisor Schaefer.
And I am here. So we have all five present. We have a quorum. If you're watching us live on February 24th at 3:30 on our YouTube channel, you can click on the link on the channel, and that'll take you to today's special meeting agenda. There are only 2 items on the agenda. If you're interested in submitting a comment or a question to the board, you can click that link, fill out the form, and it comes directly to us. We'll get an answer back to what you've submitted. If you're watching us at a later time, not February 24th at 3:30, not live, you can still utilize that link, and that link will be live and available for you to send us a question or concern. And it doesn't necessarily have to be on the 2 matters on today's agenda. You can submit anything concerning town government or town services. If you're here in person and you do want to address the board, you can fill out a card up front and file with our town clerk. For now, I'm just going to move into the resolutions, and I'm going to ask Councilman McSweeney to read the title of Resolution 154.
Resolution 154, authorization for the town board to suspend ambulance services located at 727 Broad Hollow Road, Farmingdale, New York, 11735, and demand the Suffolk County Department of Social Services or their designee to provide said ambulance services.
And Councilman Gregory will second that. On the resolution, I just want to again thank Chief Lewis for bringing this to our attention very quickly, and thank your members for doing the job that they've done and continue to do. I think I surprised Chief Lewis when we were on the Zoom because he texted me afterward and he said, well, that went well. And I think I surprised him by saying that we were going to cancel the service to that location because that got everybody's attention. Councilman McSweeney is a member of the FDNY, so he's a professional firefighter, and he knew that we would be in serious danger and trouble if we kept putting Chief Lewis's members, both men and women, in harm's way by having to respond to that location. So we thank Presiding Officer McCaffrey and Minority Leader Richburg for getting the county to move, and we're glad to hear that. Although this resolution has the March 11th date in it, we're glad to hear that that service will be starting on Monday, and I know the Chief's looking forward to having that and discussion and making sure that that works seamlessly, because again, we also want to respond to the people that are there and make sure that we don't have any serious issues. So Councilman McSweeney offers it, Councilman Gregory seconds it. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution is approved. Resolution 155, I'll ask Councilman Gregory to read that resolution.
Authorization for the town board to demand the Suffolk County Executive and Commissioner of the Department of Social Services terminate any and all discussions regarding location for a homeless shelter located at or near 1159 Montauk Highway, Copiague, New York.
Second by Councilman Mineta. On the resolution, again, I want to thank all of you for coming out. This worked perfectly in terms of making the point. I did speak with a number of people who were either at work or were on vacation, because as you know, this is a school week vacation. A lot of people are away. I told them not to worry because they were making their voices heard. It's great. Social media can work one of 2 ways. And in this case, it worked very well because the word spread very quickly thanks to Councilman Gregory with the wrong time. And
The original time.
the original time, yes. It was a moving target. And why it was so quick, I was talking to a woman earlier who's involved in, I think, the Susan E. Wiley School PTA. And she said, why are you doing this so quick? And I said, because we had to make the point very quickly. Couldn't have ink on a contract if we wasted any hour in getting this together. And under state law, I have the authority to call the board into session within 48 hours notice for what I believe is an emergency. and I believed this was an emergency and we needed to act quickly. So, and the board had no problem with that at all. So I want to thank all of you for doing that. I want to thank Councilman Gregory for doing the work that he did as well.
If I may?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. So I want to thank the board for their support, of course. My colleague, Terry McSweeney, and everyone else, obviously the supervisors, just tremendous. And for all of you coming out here today, so we had our meeting the other day, and I asked the commissioner, I said, well, how many single male homeless people do we have in the county? He said 207. And with this plan, it was going to be in a range of 100 to 110 of them were going to be in Babylon. So right away we said, that's just, we're 15% of the county population, but we're taking on 50+% of the burden of the homeless population. Not that those people shouldn't be taken care of, that they shouldn't be housed, but it shouldn't be the sole obligation and responsibility of the town of Babylon. So we're glad that the executive and the administration heard our voices, and they're terminating that idea.
And I want to thank Presiding Officer McCaffrey again for getting the letter. We sent him in to talk to Balone, and he's still standing, right? And Legislative Minority Leader Rich Berg as well. So we have a motion by Councilman Gregory, second by Councilman Mineta. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Resolution is adopted. That's it for the resolutions. We'll take a motion to adjourn from Councilman Martinez, seconded by Councilman McSweeney. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting is adjourned. And thank you very much for coming today.